Hi, guys.
Hey, everybody, this is Mr. Butch from the Moore Branch.
And this is Miss Rhodes from the Ben May Main Library.
Now, Miss Rhodes, do all of the animals that live in the sea, do they breathe water like a fish?
Not necessarily. The
Okay.
theme this week, in fact, is about one that does not. It's this one. The theme this week is about a creature that lives in the sea that's a mammal like us and breathes air.
Oh,
Hint, there's a hint behind me.
a whale.
A whale.
I've got a whale of a tale to tell you now, whale or a tale or two, about some books that we and you can check out from your library about whales and other mammals of the sea. So,
The theme
yes,
this summer
I'm
at
excited.
the library is Oceans of Possibilities, and the theme for this week is whales.
Whales. That's right. Last week was under the sea, so you could have had, you could have had whales and fish and clams and coral. I mean, all sorts of stuff. But this week
Blowfish.
we're narrowing it
Manatees.
down and just doing whales that breathe like me and you. Of course, I'm not breathing real good. I have allergies, but I understand. I understand that they do
Now,
breathe.
usually we tell everyone about the special performance for the summer library celebration, but this week there's not a big at all locations special performance.
No, we are actually closed today, Monday,
Yes.
in celebration of Juneteenth. So the library is actually closed today, but it will be open the rest of the week so that you can come and get your books on under the sea and oceans and whales and the rest of your reading. So all of a sudden the screen went crazy, Miss Rhodes, and I thought I'd done something wrong, but it was you playing with it. So you're showing
It
me some of
was
the
me.
stuff.
Even though we're closed today and we don't have a special performer this week, I want to let everybody know that at the Ben May Main Library, we're still going to be around on Wednesday at 11, and we're going to be doing splatter painting if the weather will cooperate.
Oh, okay. That sounds fun. Have you ever put a piece of paper in a salad spinner? And you put drops of paint on the paper and then you press it like you're spinning your salad and it spins the paint all over the place.
Cool.
So,
well, we have some straws and things to splatter paint with.
I've done that too. Of course, I have a movie tomorrow. Even though we're closed today, I will have my regular movie tomorrow. I'm doing The Mitchells versus the Machines tomorrow.
Oh, cool.
With popcorn and lemonade. And then you're doing the splatter paint on Wednesday. I'm doing story time on Wednesday. So, I mean, there's still lots of things going on at all the different branches of the library. Just because we're closed on Monday doesn't mean, we don't go to the library this week. Oh, no. You still come to the library, just not today.
Just not on Monday. We still have our story time on Tuesday. West Regional will still have their story times. Be sure to check the event calendar for the regular times. We will still have our movies on Thursday morning. This week we're showing Space Jam.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
I love Bugs
And I
Bunny.
know they have fun things going on at the Grand Bay Library, the Sims Regional Library, Saraland Public Library. They all have fun things going on this week, just not on Monday.
That's right. It's just, this happened actually twice this summer, and you'll hear about it again next month too, when we have the 4th of July. But for this month, it's Juneteenth, so don't come today. But
Not today, but we do have some books to tell you about today, and you could go online and request those and put the holds in today, and we would pull them for you and have them ready for you as soon as we could. And I'd like to kick off the book portion today.
okay,
I have one that I would like to talk about on our theme that I read. It's called Trapped, a rescue story, and I would like to recommend this book to our readers out there. It's by Robert Burley, and the paintings are by Wendell Miner, and it is absolutely beautiful. This is a beautiful story of, well, something that happens, and I worry about it happening on the Gulf Coast when people are out fishing. Somebody off the coast of California forgot about their net, and they left it in the water after they were fishing. And this poor whale got trapped in the net. It was trapped. But there were some divers. They went down and they helped. And the full story is just beautiful. And the paint of help and rescue of this trapped whale and the friendship that they made during this time of trouble for the whale, and the paintings are absolutely beautiful. So I recommend this book, Trapped, a Whale's Rescue.
Is that a humpback whale, Miss Rhodes? It looks like a humpback with those long fins.
It is. It's a humpback whale. And you know, in the back of the book, once you finish reading the story, there are some whale facts. So I have a whale fact for you this morning. Did you know humpbacks are athletic and playful? Sometimes they pop their head above the water to look around. It's called spy hopping, or they slap their tail on the ocean surface, called lobtailing. Here's another one. This is one that, let's see, the Bubble Lady, she's coming the last week of July, and she might like this one. If you can remember this one, you might tell the Bubble Lady about this one the last week of July when she comes to be the special performer. Because did you know that humpback whales do this thing for fishing where they blow bubbles to confuse their prey and bring them well to the surface so that they can catch them? They blow bubbles to fish.
Well, I guess if I was underwater and all of a sudden I saw all these bubbles, I wouldn't know what to do either. And it confuses the fish, I guess, so that they can be a snack for the whale. Wow.
The humpback whales, it's called bubble net fish. The humpback whales do it, bubble net fishing.
But you know what? The good thing about their type of net is when the bubbles get to the surface, they pop.
Right.
And their net goes away. Our nets are the ones that catch animals that are unsuspected. And with a mammal that has to breathe air, it's very dangerous. So I'm going to have to look and see if we've got that one at this library. If not, I might have to borrow it from yours, but I'll wait a week or two because I don't want the young readers to miss out on the opportunity to read that.
That's right. And you can, even though we're closed, you could go online to our website or with our app, the MPL app, and you could put a hold on this one and get it that way so that you don't forget the book. That's Trapped, a Whale's Rescue by Robert Burley.
Well,
it was very good. I enjoyed it a lot.
The book, I bought a pair of books, and mine aren't about whales. But I have a favorite author that just, his books, the pictures tell an awful lot of the story. His name is Jonathan Finsky. And the first book I ever read of his is this one. Barnacle is Bored. And for those of you that don't know, once a barnacle attaches itself to something, it stays there the rest of its life. So this is about him being bored, always in the same place. The other one that I have by him is Plankton is Pushy. Now, if
I
I'm
love
not
that one.
confused, excuse me, that humpback whale eats plankton.
They do.
So this one would be a cute one to read too, but this one is about a plankton that is very pushy toward this shellfish who happens to be a mussel. But very, very funny, but you have to pay attention. Look at his eyes. Does he look happy? No.
He's got a smile.
And does his mouth open like he is just talking. Just like Mr. Butch, talking. So, very cute books. Last week we did Under the Sea. And the books that I read were from Eric Carle. I did Mr. Seahorse and A House for Hermit Crab, because we were doing Under the Ocean. And since we're doing fish and all sorts of other things, I said, I'm going to do something about something we're really not spending a whole week talking about. And we were talking about Under the Sea. So that's why I picked those two. So there are so many books, chapter books, picture books, early reading books, you name it, we've got them for all levels of readers. Some even classics. You've got Moby Dick, which is about a whale.
Oh, well.
You have 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea by Jules Verne. It's a classic. It was written like 150 or so years ago. So books and books galore on the ocean. Oh, wait a minute. Does that
This one's
say-
not on the ocean, but I had to point it out. It's one of
Does
our
it
new
say-
books. We just got it in May.
It says cursed, but it's spelled C-E, or is that a C-U? I can't
C-U.
tell.
Cursed. Cursed.
Now,
It's a
when I
fairy
think
tale
of
reform school.
Fairy tale.
There's
Of course.
several of them. So it's a series that you could get into. But they don't necessarily, you have to wonder if there's going to be a happily ever after, because it's fairy tale reform school.
So it's like a reformed fairy tale. In other words, it might be somebody we've heard of before, but it's a different story about them. Does that one have a character I might recognize the name? Give me some hint.
Have you ever heard of Rumpelstiltskin?
Turning straw into gold.
Mhm.
Yes, I have.
Well, he's up to more tricks. In fact, he's trying to gather all the supplies to end the world as we know it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's up to this Gilly Cobbler to play a key role. And hopefully save her beloved sister Anna.
Wow. That sounds neat. I like it when they take a story that has something I've heard of before and they like give it a twist and bring back some of those same characters like Rumpelstiltskin. That ought to be
Yeah,
that ought to be good. And I bet you it's a whole series, you said.
it is. This is the conclusion
Oh,
of the Fairy Tale
okay.
Reform School series. And I just saw it when I was walking past our new bookshelf, and I had to pull it and tell you guys about it.
Right, yeah.
So you're gonna go check out your new bookshelf now?
I'm gonna have to go check it out. Absolutely.
Well, I haven't
Absolutely.
read the one with the barnacle. I've only read the Pushy Plankton, so I've got to go find the one with the
You got to
barnacle.
go find the Barnacle book. Yeah, yeah, it's very, very funny. The pictures, I often tell the kids, I said, when you're reading a picture book in particular, always pay attention to the pictures, because sometimes they tell you a little bit about what's going on in the book, or even more than what the words do.
Right.
That's one of them. That Barnacle is bored because he just sits in the same place and he starts wishing he was all these other things until a fish with big teeth comes along. That's all I'm going to tell you.
Oh,
And then he's very happy just where he is. Like many of us that try different things, and we always say, you know what, I think I should have left good enough alone. I should have stayed just like it was, because I don't like these changes. So do you have any other announcements that you need to share with me about what's going on somewhere else in the system, maybe? I know that the week after, I'm almost positive it's Mobile Baykeeper is
It
coming to do
is.
our programs, not this week, boys and girls, but next week. That's who will be coming. And since my programs are on Mondays, and if you're watching this, you wouldn't know that that's who's coming here on Monday, and to Sims and Saraland Monday morning. So Mobile Baykeeper is going to be coming and doing a program for us the next week when we start having programs all over again. So yes, we definitely need to keep that in mind. So go online or get out your calendar that has everything that's going on at all the different branches everywhere, so that you can get involved and get those minutes so that you can get your Frisbee. Or if you're a teen, you can get your water bottle. That's a beautiful aluminum blue. Both of them have our 120th anniversary logo on them. And get your mom and dad to read too, because they can get a special bookmark that has that logo on it, celebrating the Mobile Public Library 120 years.
You can go today, even with the library closed, to slc.mobilepubliclibrary.org, and you can scroll through and click register here online for children and teens, register online here for adults. There's a full listing of all the performers with the dates and the shows and the times. So you can click under the one for Mobile Baykeeper to see all the days and the times and where they'll be next week. This week, you can see all that's coming up under the kids special events, or you could go to the top under events in the calendar and click. And you can pick a date to search from, or you could choose a particular library location to search from. You're closer to the Parkway Branch Library, you could click on Parkway Branch Library and scroll down through, and looky there, there's a super summer pop-up programs at Parkway. They're going on all week, so be sure and check it out. Online
That's right.
calendar.
There's always something cool and fun going on at the library.
Yes.
Always. Always. All you have to look and see which library has something going on that you want to go to, and go to it. I have people that come to see me that have already been to see Miss Rhodes for stories. So go to all these different branches. It might be fun to try a different branch in a different location. Drive out to Sims, drive up to Saraland, drive down to Parkway.
They're all free. Free programming.
That's right. That's right. It's all free.
And 400 minutes of enjoyment, and then a free Frisbee with even more enjoyment.
What more could you ask for? I mean, I can't think of anything better than enjoying to read, getting to read, and then getting a prize for reading, doing something you enjoy. So, I mean, this is it doesn't take a lot to realize that this is a super, super deal this summer.
And maybe we'll see them tomorrow, Mr. Butch. Our
That's
time's
true.
up for today, but maybe we'll see them tomorrow.
Sounds good to me. And until we see each other again, Miss Rhodes, I'm saying goodbye from the Moore Branch.
Goodbye. See you next time.
All right.